Can you please talk to me? You've been silent and ignoring me for like 3 hours. Why are you doing this? Can you just please tell me what I did wrong? Like, please. Why are you being so mean to me? Just please talk to me. How am I being mean to you if I'm being silent? Like, I'm just trying to protect my peace. I don't feel like arguing. Being silent is punishment to me. I like to communicate. I need to communicate. Well, I like silence, and we can't always get what we want then, can we? Oh my. So can you tell me what I did wrong to get you to be silent in the first place? No? I mean, you should know that. You should figure it out on your own. It could literally be anything. Anything sets you off. So now I'm sensitive, right? Okay, I got you. Nobody said you were sensitive. I just said I never know what triggers you. Oh my God, are you being silent again? Wow. What is going on, beautiful people? Welcome to another episode of A Narcissist Explains. The series, well, the self-aware narcissist, me, Lee Hammock, takes my TikToks and just makes them longer on YouTube. If it's your first time seeing my face, my platform is dedicated to raising awareness for narcissistic personality disorder and also in the process validate the victims and survivors of said disorder. So the TikTok you just watched, the YouTube short you just watched was about the silent treatment. And it's to a narcissist, to us, to the narcissist, the silent treatment is a form of power and punishment and control. So we can go into the first topic, punishment. So the narcissist will punish you, like we will punish you for like pointing out a mistake that we made. Like if you catch a narcissist cheating by going through their phone, sometimes they won't even acknowledge you. Sometimes they'll stonewall you, silent treatment you as punishment for going through their phone. Like, they won't even speak to you. Why did you cheat on me? Why did you cheat on me? No, why you shouldn't have did it? I discovered you cheated on me. Blah, blah, blah. And just talk to me. Talk to me so we can work through this. And while you're begging them to speak to you, you end up like this. And in the silent treatment, there's no time limit, y'all. The silent treatment goes on as long as the narcissist feels like they can just be silent. So to punish you, communication. You like to communicate. You're a communicator. So I'm gonna punish you for catching me by not talking to you. And then you'll end up apologizing to the narcissist for catching them cheating, for catching them doing whatever they were doing, for calling them out on their behavior, for trying to hold them accountable. They'll be silent to you, and you'll end up apologizing for their behavior, which in the narcissist's minds validates their behavior. And I know you're like, how do you deal with something like that? Enjoy the silence. Stop letting the silence affect you. Because if we can notice now you're enjoying the silence and reading a book or going out and doing stuff on your own and taking time to yourself, plotting to leave a lot of times, that will irritate the narcissist. So use discretion when you're enjoying the silence, because some of these narcissists are violent people. They just are. I know it might irritate those type of people when you are enjoying the silence that they are providing you now. So don't let them get to you in that aspect. Like, stand in your truth, be careful, and protect your peace. Like, punishment, control, and control. A narcissist will use the silent treatment to control the narrative, because like a lot of times, the last time I remember doing the silent treatment on my wife, it wasn't that long. It actually wasn't that long ago. It was like a couple weeks ago. So you see, it was a couple weeks ago when I gave my wife the silent treatment, because she tried to correct, she wasn't even trying to correct my behavior. She said something about my son, who is her stepson. She had said something about his behavior or something like that. I just narcissist brain. I don't like people talking about my kids. I love my son. I don't want anything to be wrong with my kids, so I just when somebody says there's something wrong with my kids, I immediately shut them down. Shut out. So she started talking to me about him. I just started ignoring her because I didn't want to hear it no more. I was just like, okay, I told you I don't like talking about this subject, so here's the punishment for, here's me controlling the narrative by just letting you talk. I'm just gonna listen. I'm gonna just plumb, dance, do what I want to do, crank that woe out on them. I'm gonna do what I want to do, what I need to do, while you just talk to yourself. You enjoy the silence. You enjoy the air. You know what I mean? So I've done, and this was a few days ago. Of course, I caught myself, a few weeks ago. Of course, I caught myself, dang, I ain't talking to my wife in 4 hours. So I had to go up there and talk to her. And the silent treatment is, when a narcissist breaks the silent treatment, they're typically going to act like nothing has happened. Like, they're going to act like they wasn't just silent to you for a couple of hours. for a couple of days, for a couple of weeks. They're gonna act like nothing happened. And they might use the excuse like, well, it takes 2 people to communicate, so you wasn't talking to me either. So it wasn't just me, it was you, so let's just let bygones be bygones. You know? And they'll just let it, like, they'll break the silence by acting like nothing happened. Because it's embarrassing. To a narcissist's brain, when we get tired of the silent treatment, we like, okay, I gotta talk. And it's embarrassing, so we just try to go back to the regular scheduled program. Like nothing happened. Like nothing important happened here, so just go about your day. Like, move along. Nothing happened. And that's why a lot of times you'll get that, and from a narcissist, you'll get that exact same mindset, that exact same treatment right there from a narcissist where they'll act like nothing happened. Because, like I said, it's embarrassing. It's shame. Like, one of the biggest emotions, I guess it is an emotion. I don't know what shame is. If shame is not an emotion, correct me. I'm going to talk about it like it's an emotion. But correct me in the comment section if shame is not an emotion. I didn't research it. Like I said, when I'm doing this stuff, I'm just talking off the top of my head. Y'all know that, right? There's no script here. There's nothing going on here. There's literally me talking on top of my head. So that's why it kind of goes off on tangents sometimes. I don't plan it. I do the TikTok, and then I'll do the video. I go deeper into detail on YouTube about it. But like, shame is one of the biggest things that narcissists feel. So the shame of being silent, and I don't want to talk to you now. I'm ashamed. Now I'm ashamed of not talking to you. So I'm definitely going to stick to it now. Like, well, I done been silent for 3 days. Might as well keep it up now. You know what I mean? I might as well keep it moving. I've been silent this long. Might as well just continue being silent, because now I'm embarrassed and now I'm ashamed of being silent for this long. So sometimes the shame keeps it going. You know what I mean? And as long as we can keep silent, sometimes and I know people are like, how do you break the silence? Because it's just so torturous. Like, how do I get them to talk to me? If you have to say, like, don't expect them to respond back to you. But if you have something important to say, or something important that needs to be talked about, say it. Send it in a text, or say it to make sure that person sees it and acknowledge it. They don't have to acknowledge it. Just make sure you have your own record saying it, because they will hold you accountable for not telling them, because we are being silent to you. We will if you don't convey something important to us, we will hold you accountable for that. You will get in trouble for that later on. I know it sounds like a kid getting punished, but you will get in trouble later on. So if you have an important message like, hey, we have a doctor's appointment. You have a doctor's appointment next Wednesday at 3 p.m. Just want to let you know, you can go about your day. Say it. Send it in the text message to make sure you know it's said, because, like I said, if you don't say it, the narcissist, like, when they break the silent treatment and act like nothing happened, they're gonna get mad at you for not telling them that. Why did you tell me that? You know that's important to me. Why didn't you let me know that? You know what I mean? In special occasions, special appointments, if you're gonna stay with this person, just be comfortable with this. You gotta be comfortable with the silence. I know it's torturous. I know you want to communicate or whatever, but if you're going to stay with that person, sometimes you have to be okay with the silence, or crack a joke, or continue have a conversation with yourself while that person is there. I don't know. Just the only way the way the silent treatment used to get broken was we would have to meet in the kitchen and one of us would have to speak, like something like that. I remember one of us would have to speak, or she would apologize. Like, if you feel like she would apologize for something that she didn't do. So if you apologize, if you feel like taking responsibility for something that you didn't do, then perfectly fine. But like, a lot of times people don't like apologize for stuff that they're not guilty of. So don't do that. Anyway, y'all, thank y'all for tuning in to another episode. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Like and subscribe to the channel, because I truly appreciate every single one of y'all, because guess what? As much as y'all learn from me, I learn even more from y'all. Mental Healness is out. Peace.